Hey, what's up, gamers? Skelemystyk. I am here today in the commons with a bunch of bright, shiny, happy players. You know what? This video is actually about something that isn't all that bright and shiny, but I've got to address something first. A little while back, more than one person actually accused me of being paid by KingsIsle, of being hired by KingsIsle to be their sort of, I don't know, like PR man or something like that. To make things that weren't really cool seem a lot better than they really were. I actually went through that recently. And this video isn't about that, but I've got to address that first before we talk about what's going on here. Guys, I hate to tell you this, KingsIsle isn't paying me a dime. In fact, if anybody's paying anybody, I'm giving KingsIsle money and money and money and money to do pack opening videos, to buy bundles for reviews, to all of these things, okay? So, KingsIsle isn't paying me anything. If I come off as having a bright, shining, happy attitude about things, or making things seem better than they are, or anything like that, it's just because I have a positive attitude about things, and I try to put the best light on situations wherever I can. Well, like I said, this video isn't going to be about that. You know, let's get out of like this loud commons and whatnot. I'm going to go over here to Unicorn Wave for just a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of the commons. Now it's time to talk about this video. It is now time to throw some freaking shade. Okay, okay. Maybe not quite as dramatic as an eclipse, but definitely to talk about what I see as a problem here. Whenever something comes out and I think it's good, I say it's good. If I think it's good for the game, I say, hey, I think it's good. If I think it's good for the players, I say, hey, I think it's good. And I try to do that as often as possible. I try to be positive as often as possible. Every once in a while, though, comes a time where I think something's not very good. Where, in fact, I think something is pretty much skeevy and below board and not good. Let's talk about that. The recent, quote-unquote, multitude of bugs that we've been having. Anytime something comes up, like with this wand thing, where the new fire and death wand that was in the new packs was changed. In the Sinbad Horde packs, this new wand came out. The people who are death players really, really loved. Bam, change. Wait, what? Okay, I realize I'm getting a little bit loud. I gotta calm down here. Breathe, scale. Okay. They had a pretty cool fire and death wand in the Sinbad Horde packs that people liked. I mean, glory, hallelujah, KingsIsle, you did something that people liked. Stick with it. But no. Apparently that wand was too good, or something. It was cited as a problem and just arbitrarily changed. Anybody who spent thousands and thousands, maybe tens of thousands of crowns to get that wand, and believe me, people do it all the time, is now screwed. Not only has the wand been changed without any how do you do, should we change this? What do you think, community who spends money on our game? Not only was this wand changed, it was changed without a buy your lead. Just okay. Yeah, that's no good. We're gonna change that. Bam, changed. Not only was it changed, there was no, hey guys, you know, we're sorry. We had to change the wand for this reason or that reason or the other reason. Let us refund crowns for those who were trying to get that wand or spent to get that wand or what have you, and make it up to you. Or, you know what? Okay, fine. Or even leave the freaking wand in the pack. Leave it in there. And just add, if you feel you had to, just add a fire and myth wand to the collection. Just add one. Isn't that as easy as changing out one? I would think it would be. But no, this is one of those things, I'm pretty sure this is one of those things that was touted as a quote-unquote bug that needed to be fixed, and slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, they fixed it. Now, okay, you may think I'm just ranting about this wand, but I'm not just ranting about this wand. In the previous pack, the Grizzleheim lore pack, where all those lovely, juicy spells were to be had, When that pack came out the first hour, I'm telling you, boys, spells were like bam, 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 dropping, bam, 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 dropping. Wham, pack, gone. It had some bugs. And admittedly, it had some bugs where it wasn't giving out like the 7th card or the item, whatever it was. But there's a trend here. There seems like there's a trend here in the Sinbad Horde pack. Let's go back to that one again. For the first time ever in the history of crafting, at least as much as I can remember, I've been playing this game since pretty much the beginning, and I've never, ever, ever seen this before. For the first time in the history of crafting, an item, a crafting reagent came up that was not tradable. Even Amber. Back in the day, whenever Amber was the hot thing because, well, you couldn't get the spells from Lore Master, still can't really. Back in the day, even Amber was tradable. If you got it on one character, you could put it on another character. How is it that this was listed as a quote-unquote bug, that this clay, Magnificent Clay, Marvelous Clay, whatever the other clay name was, I don't even remember. How is it that this was a bug that made this item non-tradable, and it just happened to be linked to a very high dollar, by high dollar I mean crown, desirable item that everybody wanted? It's like KingsIsle took like one big giant leap forward in finally making a gauntlet craftable, and then bam! They tripped on their own knees and fell down the stairs and broke both their legs because they made it where you couldn't get the clay traded between characters. Oh, well, this is a bug. We'll get around to it. We'll fix it. You know, no problem on the next hot fix. Yeah, after everybody spent the money to either buy the bundle because they got tired of trying to get enough clay, or spent enough money, in that case, that's me, the case of me, spent enough money to get that gauntlet on 2 characters because you couldn't trade your clay. If I had been able to trade the clay, I could have saved 30, 40 bucks on crowns. But as a presenter, as a YouTuber, as a streamer, I needed to have that gauntlet for you guys, my fans. The people who are counting on me to make sure that I have my stuff square even if KingsIsle does not. So I went ahead with it and I got enough clay to make 2 gauntlets because, well, I was almost ready on the Storm character and I switched to my death for a change of pace video, you know, try to get some luck on the death. And then I realized that the clay wasn't tradable. No, there was no announcement this clay wasn't tradable until, well, people unpleasantly found out. But it wasn't tradable. Now that everybody who's really, honestly, everybody who's going to get one of those gauntlets, or at least the bulk of people who is going to get one of those gauntlets, will get it in the first week. Very handy that during that first week, that clay was not tradable. It was a quote-unquote bug. And, well, we'll get around to it in the next hotfix. Really? Those of you who follow me, those of you who watch my videos, those of you who watch me stream, know a little bit about my background, that I sculpt and reproduce dinosaur fossils, and that whenever that business is slow, I do home repairs and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. If I were to screw up somebody's house, if I were to screw up somebody's work, they don't want to hear about, oh, well, in 2 weeks we'll get around to fixing it. It's okay, don't worry. They're going to say 2 things. They're going to yell 2 things to the heavens. Fix it right freaking now, right now. And they're going to say, hey, I want a refund. Anytime there's a problem like this, it's called a bug and said, oh, okay, well, we'll get around to fixing it in the next hot fix, no problem, after the money is spent. Let me tell you something else. I've been at this game since the beginning. Never, in the entire history of this game, never, not one time that I'm aware of, has there ever been a problem in the website with the crowns. In other words, if you go to buy crowns, I have never in the history of this game paid my money for, say, 10,000 crowns and accidentally gotten 30. I have never bought a bundle and accidentally got 2. So when it comes to the money, there's never been a bug. Never. There's never been a bug. In a way, that's a good thing because it also means that I've never bought crowns and not got my crowns. So I'll give credit where credit is due. There's also never been that problem. However, there has never been a problem with the money. I'm going to tell you right now. If I was to go and buy crowns at 3 o'clock in the morning, one morning, and it accidentally gave me triple or quadruple or 10 times the crowns that I bought, I'm promising you, KingsIsle's not waiting 2 weeks or a week or whatever for the next hotfix. They're not. That's not happening. Somebody is getting their butt jarred up out of bed right now to go into that office right now, bleary-eyed, no coffee having, to fix some crowns bug. For real. And they will probably pull the extra crowns from me, more than likely. I would bet money. So this whole bit about, oh, well, it's just a bug. We'll get around to it in a week or two. It's okay. No problem. After the money is spent, boys, I don't buy that. I'm sorry. It may even be true. But I don't buy that. Like, not at all. If there's a problem, you should fix the problem. Not wait 2 weeks. Not figure out what you got. You know what? Wrong answer. I don't go for that. Another quick segment that I wanted to address on this fixability of bugs issue. Sorry, guys. I have my heads-up display turned off for the rest of the video, but I have to have it on for this one. It's kind of important. 4 years, this bug, let me go ahead and do it, or try to do it, was allowed to exist, where you could move planters that were already planted by putting a rug on them and spinning it, and it would grab the planter and move it for you. You could, in effect, have a plant with no soil and no planter. Okay? And thereby, you could increase the number of plants that you could have per house simply because you didn't have that extra item cost for planters or soil. Okay? For years, this bug existed. They knew about it. I mean, they knew about it. It was addressed repeatedly. It was talked about repeatedly. It's part of the glitching bug, which allows you to do glitch building and interesting stuff, which is cool. For years, this bug was allowed to exist until it was realized that, well, you can move Beast Moon planters. If you can move Beast Moon planters, you aren't limited to 3 planters per. Right now, you're limited to 3 planters per character for your Beast Moon seeds, which means you've got a bottleneck in the amount of time or speed that these seeds can hatch or mature. You know what I mean. Anyway, once it was realized that, hey, you could use this glitch for the Beast Moon seeds and get an advantage and not have to wait 15 million years to get the reagents that you need to advance your characters, then the bug became a problem and was fixed. You can no longer do the spinning rug glitch to move planters. No longer. Not just for Beast Moon, but for your other gardening plants or whatever, period. Okay? But it's just a funny thing how this bug was not fixable or even worried about for years. Until an advantage was seen in it that might, well, let's just say skew the nature of the game. This glitch is available to every player equally. So therefore, just like before, I don't feel that it's unfair. But now it was a bug that needed fixing. Alright, back to my regularly scheduled rant. So, what's up with that? Not only do we have bugs running rampant across the board, throughout, I mean, you all think that Medulla was a tough enemy. You all think that, goodness gracious. You all think that Malistaire was a tough enemy. The bugs, boys, the bugs in this thing are a tough enemy. The fact that anytime something goes wrong or something, well, in the case of these wands, becomes quote-unquote too powerful or, well, becomes an unpopular decision by KingsIsle, it's a quote-unquote bug. It was a mistake. It's an error. It's okay. We'll fix it. And to give credit where credit is due, they do eventually end up fixing it. But it's after the money's spent. But there's sure the heck ain't no refund, no crowns given back, well, except for in certain cases, certain special cases, There sure ain't no crowns given back when a quote unquote bug occurs. What's up with that? Guys, if you don't like something that the game devs do, if you don't like something in any game, not even Wizard101, not even King's Isle, if you don't like something that they do, what you need to do is speak with your wallet. That is the language of business. That is the language of the world. You can yell to high heaven, but you need to speak with your wallet. Hey, King's Isle, this is some beep. We don't like it. What's up with that? Give us a decision we can live with, not one that we have to yell about, not one that we have to have Skell on here showing his, yeah, to say what he thinks about things because, well, right is right, and if something is right, I'll say it. Wrong is wrong. If I think something is wrong, I'll speak up and say it. I think that what's been going on here is straight wrong, and there needs to be some sort of recompense, some sort of not lame explanation, that's for sure. Guys, this is what I think about this. I'm trying to put this word out here simply because, well, a few people listen to me and maybe it'll do some good. I'm not just going to like grumble about it and turn around and then go my merry way and let it keep going on, you know, without saying something. What do you guys think? I would love to hear your opinions, your feedback in the comments of this video. I'm trying not to be too worked up, too aggravated about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up now. Man, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Alright, guys. If you like this video, if it made sense to you, do all those things you already know how to do. Like, subscribe, share, yell my name to the heavens. Name your firstborn child. Skell's good for a guy or a girl. Either one, it works cute either way. Hey, the guy will look cool. The girl will look cute. I'd love to have it. And until next time, whatever else you do, cautiously love the game. Peace.